What's going on, everybody? It's your man, Dr. Will, and you guys know the deal. Let me know what city, what state, what country you are chiming in from. Even if you're watching this on the replay, let me know what city, what state, what country you are chiming in from. I'm here in the beautiful city of Phoenix, Arizona, where God vacations. So wherever you are in the world, let me know, Genius Nation, where you are coming in from. So I am really enjoying doing these daily insights and giving you guys a behind the scenes of how I mentally prepare for my day, how I organize my day, how I operate my companies. And thank you guys so much for showing up. No matter what platform you're watching this on, if you're on Facebook, if you're inside the Genius Nation group, or if you're on YouTube, thank you guys so much for subscribing. Remember to subscribe. Remember to hit the notifications. I am just honored that you would come and invest this time with me each morning. I hope it's been value added for you. And it's definitely value added for me. Anytime I get to connect with amazing people, it's value added for me. So this morning, I want to talk to you guys about really one of the what I call one of the magic keys to ultimate success. This is what I call one of my magic keys to ultimate success. And that key is commitment. Commitment. If you want to achieve anything of value in life, you have to get committed. But not only committed, guys, you got to get committed over your feelings. And what do I mean by that? A lot of times people start off doing something that may be a weight loss program, that may be writing a book, that may be starting a business, that may be a relationship or whatever we start. Statistics say that 85% of people that start any type of program, it could be a coaching program or whatever, 85% of individuals don't complete it. 85%. And the majority of these are paid programs, whether it's your gym membership. How many of you have ever started a gym membership and didn't complete it? 85% of individuals don't complete something they start. And I'll tell you why. Because the same motivation they had in week number 1, they don't have it in week number 3. They don't have it in week number 4. They don't have it in week number 5. That same intensity when they first started, when they went to go buy their gym shoes, when they went to go buy their gym outfit, when they went shopping that week and bought all of their healthy food, they don't have that same motivation 3 to 4 to 5 weeks down the line. So what happens? How do we complete what we say we're going to complete? How do we finish what we start? It's this word commitment. It's this word commitment. You have to commit beyond your feelings. So in essence, your feelings don't matter. Meaning when you're not motivated to do it, when you don't feel like doing it, you still do it. Not because you feel like doing it, but because you're committed to doing it. Not because you feel like doing it, but because you're committed to do it. And here's the sad thing. Here's the very sad thing. I have watched people be more committed to other people and other things more than they are to themselves. What do I mean? Most of you could probably relate to this. How many of you went to work when you didn't feel like going to work? How many of you went to work when you didn't feel like going to work? How many of you have went to a party? How many of you went to an event because you said, I told them I was going to come, so let me go show my face. And the only reason why you didn't feel like going but you committed your word. You said, I gave them my word. How many of you have done that with your kids? You promised your kids this Saturday, we're going to go do this, but Saturday comes, but you don't feel like going, but because you committed to going, because you committed to telling your kids you're going to go, you still go. Well, why don't you have that same type of commitment for yourself? Why don't you have that same type of commitment to your goals, to your vision? Because when you begin to implement that type of commitment to your goals and to your vision, you start to complete things. You know, me doing these daily insights with Dr. Will, I've committed to doing 100 videos. I've committed to showing up 100 days to do these videos, Monday through Friday, for at least, I don't know how long we're going to do these, but I do know we're going to do at least 100 of them. And that's irregardless of if I still feel like it. It's irregardless of if anybody shows up. I'm glad you guys show up, but even if you did not show up, I've already committed to doing 100 videos. I've already committed to that. Whether I feel like it in the morning or not, I've already committed to it. I've already committed to it. Monday through Friday, 6 a.m., I'm committed to being here. And so when you begin to, and here's the thing, when you begin to commit, the magical thing about commitment, or let me tell you this though, we are always committed. We're always committed. We're always committed. The issue now is, what are you committed to? Because we're always committed. Even if you don't think you're committed, you're committed. What do you mean by that, Dr. Will? Your actions and your habits reveal what you're committed to. Now, you don't have to make a declaration to say, I'm committed to laying on this couch every day for 4 hours. You don't have to make an outwardly declaration. I can just watch your actions. See, I can tell what people are committed to by their act. I just watch them. I don't listen to what they say. I just watch their actions. People say anything. The proof in the pudding is in their actions. The proof in your pudding is going to be in your actions. People ask me all the time, Dr. Will, how did you write 50 books? Because I committed to it. I committed to writing every single day. On my board here, I have writing time. I'm committed to that writing time. Someone was asking me one time, do you ever get writer's block? No, writer's block doesn't exist. Writer's block is for people who aren't committed. It's as simple as that. Writer's block. Listen, listen, that's mental. You got to hear me. See, that same way you went to work when you did not feel like it, you can write when you don't feel like it. Doesn't mean it's going to be good. Doesn't mean it's going to be best-selling material, but the commitment to writing has to be there. I learned this years ago from David Foster. David Foster is a multi-Grammy award-winning songwriter. He's worked with everybody, Whitney Houston. I mean, anybody you can think about in that music industry, he's worked with. And I remember listening to an interview from him, and the interviewer asked him about winning 15 Grammys. And David Foster said, you know, here's the interesting thing. I've won 15 Grammys, but I've written over 1,500 songs. Think about that. Now compare 15. This is what I love about life. Compare 15 to 1,500. Now, when I first told you he had 15 Grammys, that whoa. And it is a whoa, because 15 Grammys sets you apart. It makes him one of the best producers in the number 15. Now, if I told you, you know, I was going to give you $15, that probably wouldn't excite you. But in that arena, 15. This is what I love about, baseball numbers. I just love numbers. Baseball, if you hit the ball 3 out of 10 times in baseball, you have a 300% batting average. You have a 300% batting average, and you'll probably end up in the Hall of Fame. Now, you take that same percentage over to basketball, and if you make 3% or you make 3 out of 10 free throws, you have 30%, and you're considered a bad free throw shooter. I just love that. I just love how numbers work. But here's the deal. David Foster said, I've written 1,500 songs. And the person interviewing him said, 1,500 songs. And they asked him, they said, do you ever get writer's block or anything like that? He says, no. He says, every day or whatever his days of writing was, he would go into the studio and he would write. And he says, some of the songs were good. Some of the songs were bad. That wasn't my point. My point was keeping my commitment to write whatever time I said I was going to write. And that's what you have to do. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, you got to be committed. You got to honor your word. That's right, Leroy. 1,500 songs get you 15 Grammys, right? Now, if you told most people that, they wouldn't sign up for that. Man, 1,500 songs. And here's the deal. He probably wrote 700 of them before he even got a hit. And most people aren't committed to that. Oh man, 1,500? 1,500. But 15 Grammys sets him apart, gets him the big bucks. And so you're always going to be committed. Some people are committed to quitting. Some people are committed to starting and stopping. How do I know? I just look at your actions. That's what you're committed to. Starting and stopping, not starting and finishing. That's what you're committed to. I always tell my clients, we can improve on done. We can improve on what you're thinking about. What? Yeah, we can improve. I tell them all the time, write the book, finish the book. We can improve on what you finish. We cannot improve on what you're thinking about. I'm still thinking about writing. I'm still thinking about doing it. I'm still thinking about doing this. I'm still thinking about doing that. We can't improve on that. See, every book that I wrote, I can go back and improve it. I can go back and correct it. But the only way I can improve it and correct it, I had to do it first. Like I tell people about doing videos. When my clients say, "Oh, I'm too nervous to get on live. I'm too nervous to do videos." This is what I know. Video number 500 will be far better than video number 1. But you never get to video 500 unless you do video number 1. You never get better not doing something. You don't become a better swimmer by looking at the water. You don't become a better runner by looking at the track. You don't become a better speaker by thinking about speaking. See, one of the reasons why I do this and I do lives is because I'm a speaker. And so I want to make sure I'm in the practice of speaking all the time. For me, this is like LeBron going to the gym. These Facebook lives for me is my gym time. How many reps can you get up? How many reps did you get up this week? If you're a speaker, how many reps did you get up this week? How many times did you speak this week? See, for me, at the end of the week, if someone said, "Man, how many times did you speak this week?" I spoke 5 times this week. At the end of the year in December, when someone says, "Man, how many times did you speak this year?" Man, I spoke over 100 times. See, between now and December, I'm going to do 100 videos. So that's going to be 100. I spoke 100 times this year. So on average, as a speaker, if someone asks me, "How many times a year do you speak?" I speak over 100 times. How impressive is that going to be when I tell somebody that? Versus the person who says, "I'm just waiting for the opportunity. I'm just waiting for somebody to knock on my door and come ask me to speak." See, if you're committed to being a better speaker, if you're committed to being a speaker, then speak. If you're committed to being an author, then write. If you're committed to being a coach, then coach. See, be committed to that. And so, guys, this word commitment changes everything. It changes everything. And so when people ask me, Dr. Will, man, how did you get to where you are? How did you achieve to? It's commitment, guys. It's commitment. See, I don't have to be the best if I'm committed. See, the best don't think they have to show up because they think they're the best. See, the best don't think they have to show up because they think they're the best. No. Why do you think LeBron is the best basketball player in the NBA? Why do you think he still goes to the gym every single day? Because he's committed to being the best and he's committed to staying the best. How is he in year 19 better than 80% of the NBA that's just coming in right now? Because you hear the story. He's committed to his body. He's committed. He invests the story. You know the story. He invests $1 million in his body because he's committed, and you see the results. That's commitment. It always astounds me how the number 12 player on the roster is coming to practice after LeBron and leaving before LeBron. LeBron is the number 1 player on the team. This is the same story about Magic, the same story about Jordan, the same story about Kobe. How is it if you're on the same team as Kobe, the same team as LeBron, the same team as Jordan, and you're coming to practice after them and you're leaving before them, and you're the 12th player, you're the 10th player, you're the 11th player, you're the 6th player? To me, it would say, man, I'm just going to emulate what the best player in the world is doing. I'm just going to start coming to practice early like them. Oh, they come to practice an hour early. I'm going to do that. But see, those individuals, when you listen to a LeBron, a Kobe, a Jordan, a Magic, what is their language? I wanted to be the best player in the world. You don't hear that language from everybody else. Think about that. When you hear other athletes speak, you don't hear Stephen Curry. You hear him say, I want to be one of the best. I want to be the best. You could see their commitment to that. They're saying they want to be the best, but you can see the commitment to that. You can see Steph Curry shooting 500, 1,000. I think I saw a video where he made 105 3-pointers in a row. He is committed to being the best shooter that the NBA has ever seen. Not in word, but in deed. The Bible says it like this: don't be hearers of the word, be doers of the word. Don't be just hearers of the word, be doers of the word. See, if you look at the word done, D-O-N-E. If you look at the word done, D-O-N-E, what's the first 2 letters? D-O, do. If you're going to have anything done, it's because you do something. If you're going to have anything done, it's because you do something. So that's my message for you guys today. If you really want to live an extraordinary life, if you really want to achieve at the highest level, you got to commit. You got to commit to being one of the best of the best. Not in word, but in deed, in your actions, in what you're committed to doing. In what you're committed to doing. You know, when you start talking about commitment, it shows up, guys. It shows. I was looking for something here in the office, but it shows up. It shows up in your actions. It shows up in your commitment. It shows up in your commitment. It shows up in your commitment. And here's the thing. You can't cheat the game. You can't cheat the game. The game knows who puts in the work. The game knows who puts in the work. There's a proverb that says, what's done in the dark will come to light. That doesn't just mean something negative. That doesn't mean something negative. Man, what you're doing when you're committed and you're working and nobody else can see you. Oh, the universe sees you. The game sees you. The game sees you. It sees you. Nobody else sees you. See, nobody sees me at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. The game sees me. And so that's why my name is in areas that I don't even know that they're in, because the game makes sure that happens. And so when you guys, commit to being the very best of whatever it is that you do, and you seriously commit, not just talking about it. Everybody talk. What do they say? Everybody got a good game. Everybody got a good talk game. But do you got a good do game? Do you got a good do game? And my challenge for you is the way you commit to everything else, commit to yourself that way and see the results start to show up in your life. All right, guys, go out there and have an amazing day. I'll see you back here tomorrow for Daily Insights with Dr. Will. I hope this has been beneficial for you. Once again, if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 1 million subscribers, and you can help us get there. If you're inside of Genius Nation, quickly just go over to my YouTube page. We're trying to build that page up. Dr. Will Speaks is the page. Go over there, hit the subscription button, and guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.